Terrifying new horror movie was filmed right here in our state. Candlewood tells the story of a family whose new home quickly turns into a nightmare when an urban legend actually comes to life.
Sounds like my parents' house after the divorce. We're here with the film's director, Mike Furman, and actor Jeffrey Allen Solomon, who plays Eli Boardman. It's good to see you guys. How are you?
Guys.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having us.
I think it just gave you an idea for another movie you can make, right?
Oh, yeah. Divorce horror. It's trending right now.
It's trending.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
How hard or difficult is it to make a movie in Connecticut?
Well, when you got this guy as one of your actors,
yeah,
it's pretty easy. No, you know, making movies in Connecticut, there's a boom right now. I don't know if you're aware. There's a movie boom happening. This is one that we shot 2 years ago. Since then, I've worked on 4 feature films, also filming in Connecticut.
Wow.
It's easy. There's great cast, there's great crew, there's great catering. And those are the 3 C's you need, I guess, to make a movie in Connecticut.
Absolutely. You got to keep the actors and the crew well fed and happy, right?
That's it. Yeah.
And how did this opportunity come to you?
Well, I met the producer, I would say 1.5 years before the movie was actually made.
Wow.
I was the first actor that got cast in this thing.
All right.
She looked at me and she said, "You're going to be in my movie."
Wow.
My wife introduced us. They became friends. We live in the same community. And it was just happenstance.
Wow,
and I got
that's
really
great.
lucky because it's a terrific piece. It really is.
Tell us a little bit about the plot line here. We discussed it a little bit.
Yeah,
briefly.
so it's it's the story where a city family moves to the country and not everything is as it seems. And our co-writer and executive producer Victoria moved because of COVID from the city to New Milford, Connecticut, near Candlewood, and wrote this because she learned about all the urban legends and folklore and all that kind of stuff in the area. There's a lot of history to that area of the state. And so she basically took her experience with moving up. Maybe there were a couple people that didn't like her so much. You know, give us Wall Street vibe out of here. And that coupled with learning about these urban legends, it just kind of clicked. She wanted to make a movie, and then we got introduced. This guy just turned up one day at a table read, and I was like, "Wow, you're pretty good." And we made a movie, and it was great.
So
but yeah,
fantastic. I love it.
And what is it like to shoot a movie here in Connecticut? For those who, you know, just aren't familiar with the boom that's been going on with movie production.
Yeah. The best part is I get to sleep in my own bed.
Okay.
And I get to have dinner with the kids and you know, put them to bed and get them on the bus. So it's really great because most of my career was traveling. I'd be in Texas and Florida, and Georgia, which had a huge boom. And now that we're closer to home, it's great because we can also leverage our relationships, right? So locations get a little cheaper when you know the guy who owns the marina or the mayor of the town who can help you with. So it's really great because it allows us to feature our communities, and it allows us to work with our communities, and then also, you know, sending a crew of 80 people after a day, unleashing them on a town with bars is not a bad thing.
Right.
Because it helps the local economy and the restaurants there as well.
Right, exactly. And even the proximity Connecticut has to New York, right? Like, you can't go wrong with that.
No, you're close.
Yeah.
Did you bring one of the props? Or?
Well, we brought some of the wardrobe, actually. So this is the dress that Princess Lilanona wears in the movie. It was designed by Alliston Christukis, who is from the Avon area in Connecticut, amazing costume designer, and she created this this piece that one of our urban legends is wearing throughout. You know, that's
so
real
cool.
snakeskin. That's real snakeskin.
Really?
You can't get. Well, I guess you can get that. But,
Oh, right over the shoulder.
yeah, so there's snakeskin. There's actually a rattlesnake tail that's on there as well. That's not real mold. That's not real blood. It's all movie magic, but it was just expertly designed.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Where can we catch the movie?
Yeah.
So it's streaming right now. It's on Amazon Prime and Apple TV, Fandango at home.
I have Amazon Prime.
Well,
I'm going to look for it.
There you go.
great.
Yeah. Search Candlewood.
That's
Google
exciting.
TV, iMovies.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Jeffrey, it was great to see you.
Yeah, you too.
And he's available for adoption as well. So if you have a forever home for Jeffrey, his breath is just as good as Trixie's. I promise. I promise.
No, thank you
Marcy.
so much. This is great. We really look forward to seeing your film.
Take it away, Marcy.